Hi everyone, my name is Dana and welcome back to the Plantlife Podcast. Today we are talking about how your sense of smell affects how you are feeling. This is pretty interesting because it relates to how aromatherapy works and how your body works. If you'd like to know more about this, keep on listening. Have you ever been somewhere and you smelled something that was familiar and it brought back a nostalgic feeling, like being at your grandma's or a fun trip you took somewhere? This is a basic example of how our sense of smell is connected to memories. The olfactory bulb, which is what registers the smell, and the limbic system, which are the nerves in the brain that control emotions, memory, learning, and mood, are directly connected, which is why scent triggers these nostalgic feelings. When you smell something, the olfactory bulb sends the information from a scent to parts of your brain like the amygdala, which is part of the limbic system, to be interpreted. The amygdala has been shown to have the primary role in processing memory and emotional responses. Associated learning, which is when someone learns an association between two stimuli, like an odor or an event like baking cookies when you were young, takes place in the amygdala. Scent can be associated with pleasant or unpleasant feelings, and then the odor becomes a cue for your brain to trigger an emotional response. So if you smelled a similar cookie you baked when you were young, it might trigger a pleasant emotional response and that memory of the fun you had while baking. According to the Sense of Smell Institute, humans are able to recognize approximately 10,000 different odors, and we are able to recall a smell within 65% accuracy after a year, compared to only 50% accuracy of visual cues after only 3 months. Because smell is linked to memory, we are able to better remember things than just a visual cue alone. In 2003, a study by the Human Cognitive Neuroscience Unit at the University of Northumbria in the UK was done with rosemary and lavender essential oils and their impact on mood and cognition. This study showed that lavender had significant reduction in the performance of memory and attention, and rosemary showed significant improvement for quality and speed of memory. So this means that studying for a test while diffusing an essential oil that is stimulating like rosemary, or for example our Steady Buddy blend, can help you better remember, and when smelled again during the test, can help enhance your memory recall. As a follow-up to that study, psychologist Mark Moss also drew blood samples from volunteers who had smelled rosemary and showed that they had increased level of a compound present in rosemary called cineol in their blood. This compound has been shown to increase communication between brain cells. That is an example of how aromatherapy works through inhalation. When you smell an essential oil, not only are you receiving pleasant aromas, but certain compounds that are in the oils are absorbed as well. This works not only for memory, but also on feelings. We talked about how closely linked smell is with emotional response, and some essential oils can affect that emotional response depending on their composition. Citrus oils like grapefruit, lemon, and lime have uplifting properties, whereas oils like lavender, valerian root, or chamomile are calming. Lavender oil has been used a lot in different studies for stress, anxiety, and mood, and many have showed that it does have a positive effect. This is likely due to the presence of the compounds linalool and linaloyl acetate in lavender that have been shown to have anti-anxiety and antidepressant effects. Studies have been done on other oils as well, such as the study done at the Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine on the effects of bergamot oil. It showed that diffusing bergamot oil for 15 minutes had a positive impact on negative emotions and fatigue. Another study by the University Clinic of Neurology at the Medical University of Vienna in Austria also showed improved mood and decreased anxiety when diffusing orange and lavender oils for patients at a dental office. However, according to a medical journal about emotion from 2017, depression has been shown to be associated with a decrease in olfactory sensitivity, suggesting that the effects of smell may be reduced when someone is depressed, decreasing the effectiveness of aromatherapy. If you'd like to try out firsthand how aromatherapy affects mood, visit us at www.plantlife.net for essential oils, diffusers, and more. We have blends like Steady Buddy or Focus for the students out there, and also blends like Happy, Energy, or Calm. I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think about aromatherapy. Do you notice the effects of oils like lavender? Do smells like patchouli bring up nostalgic feelings? Let me know by leaving a comment. If you learned something here today, please give us a like or a thumbs up. Please go follow us on our other social media channels as well, like Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for listening to this podcast, and I'll see you next time.